I just stopped into a very, very old junkyard. And in this junkyard was this marvelous looking derelict Segrave's about 100 years old. And it still had its original fuel tank and the water tank. They were this wonderful color of green. And so I said, I know what that is. And I asked them if they would sell it. They said, sure. So I buy the thing. I remove the gas tank, I remove the water tank, and bring these pieces home. They're absolutely wonderful. They're solid copper, 60-gallon fuel tank, and this wonderful water tank that is all hammered, hand-hammered. It's the most unbelievable thing you've ever seen. Now, I have to design a car around these two elements so people can see them. These are wonderful pieces of artwork, 100 years old. So what I did was I designed this car so I could use the fuel tank in the center with a long torpedo body, and at the very end, I put the very end cap of this water tank on it, which was all hand hammered. In the old days, 100 years ago, this is 3/16 solid copper. They would have a big giant hydraulic thing that would go boom, boom, boom. There would be a gentleman under that would take it and follow it and make all these concentric dents. It's the most marvelous thing. So with all these elements on it, then I added fins to it just because it looked like a rocket to me. And that's how I came up with this particular design. When I found the beast, this particular one, it was out at an old ranch, and it was sitting out in a field next to a derelict building that had fallen down, and it was nothing hardly left on it. Everything had been taken off of any value, and it was, you know, a lot of rust and everything on it. And I went over and I saw this big giant thing, and I lifted up the hood and I looked in there and I said, oh my God, it's a triple T head. And then I could see that it had cams on each side and a beautiful brass radiator and carburetor, and everything was there, but it was just kind of like, eh. And I said, my God, there's got to be something I can do with this. I've got to save this. Cannot even say mechanical without mentioning my sidekick and very wonderful friend and tremendous mechanic, Andreas Aranda. Without him, it don't work. I come up with these crazy designs. Andreas makes them work. The first time that we lit this car up, I got to tell you, this is an experience, because you really don't know what to expect, you know, and we get everything all set, the fuel in it and the oil, and check, and boom, bam, boom, and then you press the button and you say, oh God, please let it run, and this literally explodes to life. Boom, and it's running, and you're going, oh my God, it really runs. And then when you get a chance to take it out, and you put it in gear and the clutch works, the brakes work, then you get going down the road and it goes like a bat. It is really absolutely incredible. It makes the whole experience, all the work, all the designing, all the piddling around and the wiring and everything, it makes it all worth it. Because when you get in it, the wind's blowing past you and the people are looking at you, giving you thumbs up. I mean, that's what it's all about. From where I live right now, I can be to the beach in 30 minutes. I can be to the mountains in 15 minutes. I can be almost anywhere. But Mulholland is just absolutely beautiful. You're going through the mountains and up through Stunt Road and through all these crazy, beautiful places that you feel that you're 1,000 miles from anywhere, but you're right here in the edge of beautiful Los Angeles. The road itself is very curvy, and it's up and down, and it's like doing the Mille Miglia. or doing one of the old road races of bygone days. So, and you feel, we put on our little hat and our goggles, and we drive along, and people just blow it when they see you coming, and we have a great time. And if it makes Mulholland, it'll make any road in the world. What's coming for the Beast is, it comes with all of the cars that Andreas and I build. We build a car, we drive and show them for a year, and then because we're building other cars at the same time, we're always building 1 or 2 cars, at that end of the year we take them generally, and have been, to the Barrett-Jackson auction in Scottsdale, Arizona, and they're auctioned off. And some lucky fella gets to add one of the Beasts to his collection. I want to build something basically from scratch. My own design, my own mind. That car, no matter whoever gets to own it, it's always my car. I designed it, that's my baby. 200 years from now, it's not going to be their car, it's going to be the car that Wales built. We decided we're going to take off and head for Detroit. We're going to, first stop was Buffalo, New York. And we just dropped our little Clyde. We'll start this again. We're hauling down the road, and you kind of get into that humdrum, like, just going down the road. And all of a sudden, the speedometer goes, it's frozen. I don't know what the hell to do. I'm doing about 110 miles, and I just reached there, went, bam, and I punched the speedometer, and the speedometer went, and kind of died. That was the fix at the time.